Alright, what's going on, everybody? Um, been a while since I had a video up here. I think it's been about a week, somewhere around there. What have I been up to? Right now, as you can probably see, if you're, well, obviously you're watching the video, what am I even talking about? I just decided to sketch mine from Fatal Fury. I don't really know why I decided to sketch mine. I really have no idea. But it's been a few days since I sketched around in my sketch pad. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Since I sketched around in my sketch pad. What am I talking about? Like, why do any of you even watch me? Like, I have no idea. Anyways, I'm sketching my sketch pad. Not really sure why. I just randomly picked a fighting game character, and I've been playing a lot of King of Fighters lately. So a lot of King of Fighters. I think KOF 2001 and KOF 13. As I say that too, I've kind of been looking forward to, almost the same way I was looking forward to Mortal Kombat 11 last year. I'm looking forward to KOF 15 this year, but I haven't heard a peep about it so far. It's actually starting to make me worry a bit. But I was worrying about MK11 and that turned out okay. At least kind of sort of. I actually haven't even played Mortal Kombat as much. I don't know. I don't know, that DLC roster. There aren't any more characters that's really making me want to get into the game anymore, because I haven't really had time to play. That's the thing, like, I haven't played Mortal Kombat because I haven't had time to. Like, it takes so much. I want more skins and I want more gear, but it takes so much time to get that stuff. I don't have time to sit around and babysit the computer to play online for me. And I'm certainly not about to sit and waste all that time grinding to get gear and skins and stuff like that in the game. Like, I refuse to do it. So, I like Mortal Kombat 11, but it's just too time consuming. And it's ridiculous to say that about a fighting game, but here we are, I guess. In any event though, I've been playing a lot of King of Fighters. I've been getting back into Tekken. I don't think I've touched Street Fighter 5 in like a year at this point. I don't know. These fighting games just, I can't even explain it. Tekken, I've never, in all this time when Tekken 7 came out in 2017, and I haven't even gotten the last season past 3 yet, and I still am playing the death out of Tekken 7. I love that game. That's probably like the fighting game I can hang my hat on is one that, at least in this console generation outside of Mortal Kombat X, that I thoroughly enjoy, that I can say is like one of my favorites. I can't, like, there was nothing, I had to wait too long for content for Street Fighter 5, and I did not pay for that game. I refused to. Somebody actually gave me Street Fighter 5. I wasn't about to buy that game. You sell a game with 8 of the modes in it for a full $60, I'm not buying that. And then Mortal Kombat 11, it's way too grindy. I swear to God, if Mortal Kombat 12 is released anywhere like Mortal Kombat 11 or Injustice 2, like, I'm gonna just stop buying NetherRealm games. I never thought the day would come where I would say that, but the grindy nature of some of these games nowadays, and then the weird DLC practices. Like, I stopped buying sports games for that reason. It's like I'm not enjoying video games as much anymore because they're either trying to actually consume your life, or they're trying to nickel and dime you to death for profits. Like I actually read the other day that and of course I would read this right near the Super Bowl, but I think Madden makes like a couple $1 billion in microtransactions alone. Like, who's buying this? Who's paying all this money? And I know it's like, I don't know, but I know it's probably Madden team stuff, like Madden Ultimate Team stuff, just like in NBA 2K, which I don't mind, but it's like the DLC, not DLC, but the microtransactions, the money they probably get from that, from the people doing the My Team packs, is also insane. Like, they straight up had a casino, I believe, in the last NBA 2K. Like, these games are getting ridiculous. And these are sports games I'm talking about, by the way. Just outrageous. But in any event, back to what I was doing. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of King of Fighters. And Mai was the first character that came to mind. She's easy on the eyes, and I just want to draw a female for some reason. So I'm drawing her. The reason why I've actually not been on YouTube for the last week is to let you all know like what I've been working on in the last week. As I said, like early 2020, there was a commission that I had to work on. I'm still working on that commission, but the intricacies of it are getting a little more intense right now. And yeah, I can't show what I'm working on, which is the reason why I haven't been on YouTube. It's like I've still been drawing and stuff, and I've been doing stuff in Illustrator and Photoshop, which it's been quite a while since I've used Illustrator, so I've almost had to relearn that. But simply put, I've been working on that so much that I haven't had anything. I'm still currently working on it. That's why pretty much the only thing I have to show right now is this sketch, because I can't show the actual stuff that I'm doing because it's in a sense for a client, so I can't obviously show y'all that type of stuff. And I haven't done anything else. I haven't actually worked on Infinite Uppercut since I think it was like Saturday was the last time I worked on my comic. And that was only because I got burnt out so much of the logos. It's like, alright, I got to draw something different. So I went back to working on my webcomic. Which also reminds me too, I need to, because I've started re-uploading my comic on Tapas, and I uploaded pages ahead of schedule, so I already have them coming out, so I don't have to keep uploading week to week. But I still need to get the rest of my chapters on the site, and pretty soon you all will be able to get physical copies of Infinite Uppercut, so I'm excited about that. It's actually sooner than I thought it was going to be. And like I said it early in 2020, but it's still coming. I actually have sort of surprise as far as Infinite Uppercut is concerned, or maybe not a surprise if you don't care about it, but I do have something in the works as far as my comic is concerned coming soon, but it hasn't happened yet, so I can't really say anything about it. But which almost begs the question, why even bring it up, right? But I'm just overly excited at this point. But yeah, basically I'm getting burnt out by this the commission that I'm working on, which basically all I'm doing is designing a logo for someone. But yeah, I'm spent at this point. Like I said, I'm so exhausted from doing this, mentally exhausted from doing this already. I've already said I'm not doing commissions for nobody else for the rest of 2020. Like, I'm not doing so many things that I actually enjoy and like doing. I've had to put to the side because I committed myself to doing this simply to get paid, which at the end of the day, all of us wants to get paid to do their art. That's essentially why I do this and I do any of the stuff that I do, is to be able to make a living and enjoy what I do and get paid from it. But I kind of forgot, like, you do this stuff not just to make art and get paid from it, but you also want to make the art that you like making. And I don't like this very much. Like, I'm putting my all into it, and it's so nerve-wracking trying to come up with ideas and sort of communicate with the client to figure out what they want, what they're thinking, and the back and forth. And then just like, there's so many bells and whistles into it, and the stuff that I really want to be working on is sort of on the back burner. And that's what I don't want anymore for the remainder of this year. So when I finally get this done, which is going to be soon, yeah, no more commissions for me in 2020. Just not doing it. But I know I was about to say, before I get off of here, in terms of my actual webcomic, like I said, I've been uploading ahead of schedule. I love that. That's something I absolutely love about Chapters 2, by the way, is if you have pages in your comic completed, you can go ahead and upload updates ahead of time. I think I got like the next 3 months already scheduled, and I don't have to worry about it at this point. And God is something else that I do not have to worry about. But I need to get the rest of the chapters uploaded on the site, so I just don't have to worry about all of chapter 1, and I can even start getting the pages of the next chapter out, which pretty much no one's even seen. I haven't shown anyone. Unless you support me on Patreon, you wouldn't even see a lot of those early pages. But one thing that did occur to me, and I've watched a couple of artists who are either just starting out making webcomics or planning on making webcomics, and for some of them this will probably be common sense, but just in case you don't know, I would advise you all to make a buffer. Basically what a buffer is it's almost as it sounds. It's creating a bunch of pages of your webcomic, almost having them like in the can ready to go, and having them ready, and in some cases even uploaded ahead of time, so you don't have to be scrambling week to week to get pages in your comic done, because that can get tiring very fast. Trust me, I know from experience, that can get tiring very fast, and you will get burnt out from your comic at some point. It's just not a great way to do things. Unless you like working in absolute chaos, I would not advise anybody to just work on pages week to week and uploading them as you get done. That is a recipe for disaster, especially when stuff like life gets in the way and things of that nature. You don't want to keep having to postpone updates. I've been there. It's not really good. And I happen to be a lucky one, because I've had to postpone updates and stuff like that in the past, and my fan base has not really ever gotten angry with me. There are some people out there who are not so lucky. So yeah, if you can avoid having to upload week to week, by all means make sure you do that. That was my approach with Infinite Uppercut now. I had a buffer the majority of the time. I think I was working on Uppercut, at least I believe so. Probably I started to catch up close towards the end of the first chapter, but since I've had to re-upload it anyways, none of that even matters at this point. But because I had to rework and redraw certain things in the comic to get it ready for print. So I've been re-uploading chapter 1, and I pretty much have all of that completed already, so I just need to get the rest of the pages uploaded. I think that will carry me through April or maybe even May of this year, and then I can go ahead and just start pre-uploading pages of chapter 2, and I have to worry about that as well. So the pages are just, my story will just be coming out in sequential order week by week, and I can just breeze through creating at my own pace and not have to worry about anything. Like, I I think right now I'm in like the mid part of chapter 2 in terms of the pages that I'm working on for my comic. But I'm only at like the beginning of chapter 1 in terms of where my uploads are, and that's pretty much where you want to be. You want to be far ahead, as far as you possibly can be, of your story. If not, you already have it completed, and then you're just uploading if you need to, which I've never been that good, but if you got it like that, by all means, do what works for you. But that's pretty much it. I'm wrapping up this picture now. I actually have a couple of errands to run today, and I still have this commission to work on. That'll pretty much be what I'll be doing for the rest of the night. Man, this is just so ridiculous. Like, this is exactly why, and this is a lesson to me, a lesson that I already knew and just slipped up and stopped applying, and I'm paying for it. Like, money is important, but it's not everything. And I pretty much took this job basically for money, and I almost instantly regretted it. It's like, this is so time consuming. Don't get me wrong, I like doing it because there's something creative about it. There's something different about creating a logo and then creating something where you're pulling out of the brain of someone else, essentially, because you're trying to figure out what they want and then trying to make something that's along the lines of somebody else's vision and what they're seeing mentally. Like, there's something cool about that I enjoy. But it's just like the time and knowing the other stuff that I want to be working on and the other stuff that I need to get done that I can't because I overcommitted myself to someone else in this other project. And I don't like being to the mercy of other people or things outside of my control, which this was in my control. I just sort of gave them power around. But I don't. Like, this is way too frequent. And I'm lazy. It's like, it's not that I'm not willing to work, but it's like I do like to work at my own slow little pace, and it's just, But in any event, my sob story is over. My pity party's over. I'm gonna wrap this painting up in force and habit, I guess. I'm gonna wrap this sketch up, and you all can let me know what you think of this sketch. Hopefully it's best you can see. I feel like I could have exaggerated features of mine a little bit more than this. But in any event, I'm about to get off because I'm just rambling at this point. I'm about to start getting really, really overly goofy. So, I'm finished. You all have a good one, and I'm out.